What's up, positive bitches? How are we doing today? If you're hearing this episode, you are meant to be here, so keep listening. On that Bitches Positive podcast, sometimes we will laugh, other times, baby girl, we're gonna cry, but we will always walk away feeling our most empowered, positive bitch self. That is babe in true connection with herself. We unbecome who we are not so we can fully step into exactly who we came here to be. Can I get an amen? Amen. And so it is. I got a very interesting DM from one of you beautiful positive bitches this week, and she was asking, Cece, how do we use our haters, the people who just get underneath our skin, as motivators? And I said, you know what? The last time we did an episode, how to shine out, sparkle out your haters, that was in 2021. It was literally, I believe, episode 6. We needed an updated version on how to deal with the people who send us not the best energy. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Because, baby girl, listen up. Why get mad when you can get everything you've ever desired? Why get mad and waste your own time and energy when you can be manifesting? Why get mad when you can be using the life that you have as a bridge to the life that you so desire? We are wasting our own time, and I will just no longer have this for us. No. So today we're talking about energy transmutation, how to put ourselves back on the pedestal, and ultimately how to once again shine out the haters. So instead of focusing on them, we can focus on ourselves. That's right. Before we get into it, a couple of announcements. If you're not yet following me at Vibin with CC on Instagram, be sure to follow me there for daily tips and tricks on how to become your most magnetic self. And of course, follow this podcast Instagram at That Bitch Is Positive, where you can see clips from this podcast and quotes and save them directly to your phone so you can have them there as a reminder. Plus, you get to directly interact with me on Instagram and give suggestions for this very show. Also, sis, if you have not yet tried Magic Mind, what are you doing? Magic Mind is my little magic in a freaking bottle. I was having the problem of hormonal acne. I was getting really high highs and really low lows with these other pre-workouts that are just not it. Plus, they have so much chemicals in it, and you don't realize it until you read the label. Girl, read the label. Also, my body was just not reacting well to all of this caffeine. But at the same time, I wanted a little boost of energy. And that is why Magic Mind, is my magic in a bottle. Magic Mind gives me the perfect boost of energy without throwing me over the edge. I have so many, I really need to recycle them, so many bottles in my car of Magic Mind because I take one shot right before yoga and it gives me the perfect boost of energy while also allowing me to flow authentically with my own energy. I really believe that the magic of Magic Mind comes down to its ingredients. It has matcha, which contains way less caffeine than these other pre-workouts and coffee. It has ashwagandha, which helps reduce stress and anxiety. Lion's mane mushroom, again, reducing anxiety and inflammation, and so much more. But you know what it doesn't have is a bunch of chemicals. And that's why we love it. If you have not yet tried Magic Mind, you got to add some magic to your life. And I have a discount code for you. You can go to www.magicmind.com/positive and get up to 56% off your subscription for the next 10 days with my code positive20. Your code will be valid forever as 20% off for both one-time purchases and subscriptions. But in the first 10 days, you get 56% off if applied to a subscription. Again, that's www.magicmind.com/positive and get 56% off your subscription in the next 10 days with my code positive20. Do yourself a favor. Add some magic to your life. Also, if you're going through a breakup and you need a built-in breakup BFF to help you release energetic cords, balance your sacral chakra, refocus on you, and move on to a new desired future and glow up, join the 21-day Breakup Glow Up Challenge. If you're going to invest in something, invest in you. Forget about the Starbucks, okay? Invest in you. If you want to learn and understand how to date with yourself on the pedestal, how to get what it is you want, how to manifest what it is you want, join the pedestal path where you will learn how to claim your pedestal and claim your life. You can also get the Divine Feminine Healing Workbook and, of course, the Calling Your Power Back Workbook. All of these links will be in the show notes below, so you don't have to worry. You won't miss out on anything. Now, also, I recently uploaded a sacral chakra meditation and a manifesting meditation on my YouTube for free. Again, the link will be in the show notes. These meditations are both going to be paired with my book that's coming out before the holidays. So get ready. Get your positive bitch pants on because it is about to be here very soon. And these two meditations will be paired with this book, but you can get early access to them now. Start manifesting, start calling that power back. Why? Because why not live your best life? Okay, without further ado, we have to get into today's episode because we have so much to talk about. Now, I have always really posted about calling your power back and why it's so important that we stand in our power. And for whatever reason, recently, I keep seeing comments of when they steal our power, blah, 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 blah. When they steal our power, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Steal our power? No. We need to refresh our mind on how energy works. No one, hear me. Okay, we were traveling back to Victorian times or whenever people had a scroll and would say, hear me. No one can steal your power from you. In fact, no one can take your power from you. It's your power, which means the only way someone can, quote unquote, receive your power is if you give it to them willingly. I'm going to say that again. No one can take your power away unless you willingly give it to them. When you think about a relationship, and let's go full force here. Let's think about grade A narcissist and a codependent person. A codependent person in the relationship with a narcissist is just as much at fault as the narcissist is. Just as much at fault. Why? Because the codependent is agreeing to be in this energetic dynamic where they will be giving up their power, and the narcissist is in this energetic dynamic and agreeing to take the other person's power. It is an energetic contract between two people and they're both in agreement to it. So when we're in a relationship dynamic where I recently started watching that show, The Summer I Turned Pretty or something, everyone kept telling me to watch it. So I was like, fine, I'll watch it. It's cute. Anyway, the main character has a best friend, Katie or something, who knows. And the main character says that every time her friend is there, while she loves her friend, she always feels like a side character. She always feels like she's not the main star when her friend is there. So she loves her, but at the same time, she doesn't really want her coming there for her birthday because then she has to feel like the side character. But the main character, Belly, cannot feel like a side character unless she allows her friend to be the main character. And by the way, there are stories where there are multiple main characters. You don't need to slide into a side character identity just because you think your friend is a main character. You don't need to slide into codependent tendencies just because you think that person is a narcissist and is going to take all your power. You have to understand that when you enter these energetic dynamics with your boss, with your friend who you think is the main character, with someone who is kind of narcissistic, understand they cannot take your power away. No one can unless you give them your power. And I'm saying this assuming that everyone has free will and no one's locked in a dungeon, etc. When all parties have free will, you can only give your power away. They can't take it from you. So if you feel like you're in a relationship dynamic with someone who is constantly taking your power, who's constantly making you the side character, stop allowing that to be your story. Stop allowing them to take your power and say, you know what? Instead of going on autopilot and just being the side character, I'm going to wake the fuck up to my own reality, and I'm going to start to decide that I'm not just going to go with the flow about everything. I'm not just going to shut up and be pretty and stand there. I'm going to say what it is I want when I want, and I'm going to speak up for myself. You want to take back your power? Take back conscious control. You want to take back your power? Take back your present moment. Your power's in the present moment. It's not in your past. It's not worrying about your future. It's in your fucking present. That's where you take your power back. So the first part of us outshining our haters, I don't even like to say using our haters to motivate us, but the first part of us taking back our power and not letting our haters use us, but us using them and their energy, is to say, I'm not going to keep being this character in this story that I didn't write for myself. If I learned a certain behavior, fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to become a new person today. Part of quantum leaping to your desired timeline is simply making a decision that you want a quantum leap. Part of quantum leaping is simply deciding that you don't want to be who you've been thus far. So you need to make a decision that you're no longer going to give up your power because no one's taking it from you. Take accountability. You want to take back your power? Take responsibility over your own life, because that is how you take your power back. If you want to keep being a victim to circumstance, have at it. Your life is not going to be fun. If you want to keep being a victim, everyone takes my power away. Nothing ever works out for me. Okay, keep living that story. Have fun, Martha. You're going to hate your life. So what you're going to do is say, fuck that. No more of that. I'm taking back my power. I'm no longer going to give it away for free. I'm no longer giving it away to just anybody. I'm going to show up as who it is that I wish to be. I think another way we give away our power is everyone just wants to be understood so badly. Everyone wants to be respected so badly. Everyone and their mother. To me, one of the ways I've taken back my power is simply understanding I don't give a fuck if you respect me or not. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't give a flying fuck if you understand me or not. Baby, I didn't come here to live for you. I came here to live for me. Part of taking our power back and using our haters to motivate us, however you want to say this, is simply by adopting the mindset that regardless of how people are going to respond to me, I'm going to show up how I wish. That's it. Because at the end of the day, you have to live and die by you. You have to wake up in your body every single day. You have to exist in your vessel every single day as you. So the person you need to be pleasing is you and God. Not everybody else. You and God. God's perception of you, that's more important than anybody else's. Period. Done. Your higher self's perspective of you, more important than anyone else. Your angel's perspective of you, yeah, important. Not all these people who hate themselves on planet Earth. They don't matter. They don't matter. I recently was out with one of my friends, and when I go out, you guys know, I like to enter something called messy makeup mode. And when I enter messy makeup mode, it looks like I stepped out of the shower because I'm sweating. My eyelashes, if I put any on, are like coming off. My eyeliner, who is she? She left the building. I am sweating my little tush off. I'm doing the most dancing. And I'm not like a sexual like dancer per se, like twerking on a wall. That's not exactly me. I like to just have fun and move my body however it wants to move. And when I'm dancing and I enter messy makeup mode, I always say that is a magnetic tool because I just show up however it is I want to show up and I don't care what you think. And ironically, which is not ironic at all if you understand anything about energy, that is when the most people, when I was single and still to this day, will come up to me when I'm dancing. Obviously, I responded differently when I was single than now, but still, people come up to me when I'm moving and grooving it because they see, wow, that person is so in their own energy, enjoying themselves or not trying to impress anyone. I either want to be like that or I want to be near someone who is like that. I respect that. That is, you want to get someone's respect? Show up as your authentic self. But that is what happens when I don't even want their respect or their attention. That is when it happens because I'm so on my own pedestal. And this is something we talk about in the pedestal path. So be sure to sign up for that. When I was out this past weekend with my friend and I'm looking around the bar, and this is not the first time I've made this realization. I've made it so many times, but every time I realize it, I just saw 444 on the clock, and I saw 4 deer the other day. Ooh, stability is upon us, positive bitches. Stability, home, love, life. Oh, I love it. Okay, anyway, I'm going to keep it moving and grooving. When I was on the dance floor, something I noticed is I will sometimes pause and look around, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with everyone? I look around, everyone's just standing. I'm like, there's a great song right now. What are you guys doing? Hello, wake up. Everyone was just standing around. And when my friend looked at me and we started talking, we're like, everyone looks so afraid to just be who they are. Even my boyfriend was like, everyone even dressed the same that night. Like, it was just a weird night where we noticed like everyone was copying one another, and we were thinking, what's going on? Everyone looked like one another, dressing wise. And like, yeah, there's a general style that most people have, I think, but every single person at the bar had the same exact outfit on. It was just very weird. And anyway, we're like, why is everyone so afraid to just show up how they want to be? Like, what is really stopping us? And obviously, we know we have a biological need to be socially included. We have this need to be accepted by our peers. But we can't value being accepted by others more than we value showing up authentically, because that is a path that's going to lead you down people pleasing, feeling unfulfilled, and just unhappy. When you're constantly trying to make everyone else happy, who do you forget about? You forget about you. And then you end up resenting everyone and hating them anyway, so you might as well just show up however it is you wish to show up. So anyway, me and my friend are in messy makeup mode, and we are just having the time of our life. We're dancing. We're having so much fun. And I look around, and when I look around, I really have now adopted the mindset of no one else is dancing. I think that's weird. But everyone to me seems like an NPC. And I don't play video games, but if you know, you know, an NPC in a video game is a non-player character. There's someone who's in the background who is just there for aesthetic purposes, for the storyline. It's a character who's not played by anyone. It's a fake character. It's part of the background, essentially. And so we're looking around, and I'm like, I say to my friend Sophia, I was like, let's tone it up. Because I feel like we live in a society where they're always like, tone it down, tone it down, tone it down. And I say, fuck that. I say, tone it the fuck up. Tone it up, tone it up. Tone up who you are to 1,000%, 1,000,000,000%, infinity%. Just tone it up. Because at the end of the day, all these people who are standing around are so miserable trying to put themselves in a cage. They might judge you, but why do you care about being judged by someone who's in their own cage? I really have adopted the mindset, everyone's a fucking NPC anyway when I'm out, and I would never do any harm to anyone, but I'm also not going to take other people's shit or perceptions personally. I don't care. Take it vibrational, not personal. Understand where you're at, and it will help you move to a better vibrational timeline. But anyway, I'm telling you, whether you think people are being catty or rude or weird or judgy, tone yourself up even more. It will make them go crazy. And that's the funny thing. We give them our power when we tone ourselves down. We try to dim our own light. If this is too much for you to digest, choke on it. I don't care. That's how you need to be showing up, because that is what's going to bring you fulfillment. Tone it the fuck up. All the way up. Turn the volume on who you are all the way up and show up as you. Because when you do that and you enter messy makeup mode, you're entering a magnetic frequency. You're entering positive bitch frequency. You are putting yourself on the pedestal, and then you're going to get the best vibrational matches and results anyway. So part of this mindset is, instead of placing other people's perception of us on a pedestal, I want you to place your authenticity on the pedestal. I want you to place your joy on the pedestal. I want you to place whatever feels good to you in that moment, as long as we're not doing harm to others, on the pedestal. Okay? That's where we're starting. So what are we doing so far? We're starting to shift our mindset. We're starting to shift our values. We're starting to understand that no one can just take our power away. We are not these powerless little monkeys floating in outer space. We are divinely crafted, multidimensional beings who stand in our power with free will. Another way I see a lot of us giving our power away is we will talk a problem to death. We will see, okay, I have to tell this story. There is someone that I know in my life and they hate someone else. I'm going to make up names, okay? I'm going to call the girl Betsy and I'm going to call the other girl Sarah. Betsy and Sarah have had drama in the past. And Betsy is fucking obsessed with the drama that they had. I believe it was like years ago. I know Betsy has told me the story so many times, but I don't really know what went down, and it doesn't matter. The point is, Betsy does not stop talking about Sarah. She does not stop talking about the drama. She does not stop talking about what has went down years ago. She does not stop explaining it. She will corner people and retell the same story or try to point out something that Sarah is doing that's annoying. And I'm like, listen, I talk to God. I don't waste time gossiping. Like, if I'm going to spend my time doing something while on planet Earth, you can for shit sure know I'm not going to spend it gossiping about people I don't really even know and I don't care. And also it's not doing anything for anyone. You know what I mean? Betsy, if you want to hire me as a life coach, girl, do it. Like, I got you. But otherwise, I'm not here to gossip. Okay. I'm not here to gossip in life coaching either, but I will help you create tools for you to move on. Anyway, so Betsy doesn't realize it, but instead of Betsy connecting to me or the other girls, she spends her time talking about someone she doesn't like. She spends her time giving all of her power to someone she doesn't like. She spends her energy on someone she doesn't like. Do you see how that's a waste of mind, energy, heart, and soul? Do you see how that does nothing for you? Spending time, I don't care if it's a person or just a generic problem. Stop coming at situations problem-oriented. It's not helping you. And if it fucking helped, you would have gotten a solution already. So it obviously doesn't work. Can we agree on that? Thank you. Moving on. If Betsy spent her time connecting with me, talking about hobbies, books that she liked, things that were going on in her love life, maybe we would have been able to connect. But because she only spends her time talking bad about Sarah, everyone kind of thinks she's a little bit annoying. And I hate to be the one to say that, but that is the truth. I don't find her annoying. I think she's a good-hearted person, but I do think she's stuck in her own stories, and I just feel bad for her. I feel bad for people who are addicted to their own dynamics of misery. That's sad for me to see. It's a nice girl, but you gotta prime up that mindset. You gotta switch it up sometimes. My point here is that we sometimes spend all of our time talking about what's draining us, that we drain ourselves even more. Think about energetically chasing. When you're energetically chasing someone, stalking them, manipulating yourself so they like you, how do you feel? You feel drained because you're sending out so much energy. When you spend all of your time complaining about your boss or your friend or something going on at work, all you're doing is feeding the problem. You're feeding the thing you don't want in your life and you're making it bigger. Because where focus goes, energy flows. And what you feed with your focus will grow to be larger. Whatever you're giving your time and your energy to is going to become a bigger part of your life. You have better luck focusing on socks and sandals than you do something you hate. You will have a better life focusing on curtains than you will have if you are just gossiping about everyone and everything. It's a waste of your own time, and I don't want to see you waste your own time and energy. If someone is targeting you, if someone is trying to mess with you at work or wherever it may be, listen, I don't play games. I will end them though. Okay, I'm not going to play with you, but I'll end them real quick. You can say what you need to say, be direct, set a boundary, but do not let it eat you from the inside. By talking about it to everyone, thinking about it every single day, night, day, evening, whatever it may be. Now, when someone is sending you negative energy, you can actually use that to your advantage. You can use that to make you stronger, wiser, smarter, anything you want. I remember one of my spiritual teachers telling me that when someone sends you a negative comment online, he's like, don't fear it. Don't contract your body. Instead, send that person light and love, and it will make you stronger. It will give you more energy, because when someone comments something negative to you, and let's say you're not on social media, but this is in real life, your coworker is kind of being rude. When someone is rude to you and you instead send them love and light, it's not about helping them. That's a side effect. That's a symptom. But really, it's about putting you back on your own pedestal. It's about you feeling good for you. It's about you relaxing your own nervous system for you so you can get your homework done, your job done, your career on the right path, get back on the horse when it comes to dating. It's about doing what's best for you. What I want you, when someone is rude to you, whatever it may be, send them light and love. Just in your head, be like, I send you light and love. And see light going their way. Because when you do this, what you give out is what you get back. You don't have to worry about them getting theirs. You know that Taylor Swift song, Karma is My Boyfriend? Karma is I really don't know that much, but I know that it's a catchy song. Leave it to karma. I promise you, positive bitches, I know karma. Karma is a fellow positive bitch, okay? And karma will always take care of whatever loose ends have gone on in your life. Justice, it will always be served. The truth will always come out. It might not come out on your timeline. It might not be unfolding exactly how you want it to, but it will happen. It will happen. I watched my dad as he's gone through business and expanding himself. I've seen some people kind of F him over. And sometimes it took a couple of months. Sometimes it took a year. Sometimes it took multiple years. But the people who F'd him over always got theirs. I see this in my own life. I see this in my family and friends' lives. You have to understand, it's not going according to your plan, is going according to Miss Karma's plan. There's nothing you need to take care of. And when you think you need to take care of it, all you do is drain your own energy. All you do is empower them. If you don't send them love and light so you place yourself back on the pedestal, you know who you're putting on your pedestal is them. And guess what? You can never hate the person who's hating on you as much as they hate themselves. You can never do it. So instead of you placing them on your pedestal and wasting your own time thinking about them, talking about them, sending your energy, send them love and light and refocus on you. Because that negative energy that they sent you, you can use that to your advantage through energy transmutation. Energy transmutation. When we are energetically chasing someone, we're sending out energy and we're draining ourselves. But when someone's sending us energy, even if it's hatred, they're still sending us energy. And at the end of the day, energy is energy. And you can use that energy and transmute it, alchemize it into power that can serve you in your life. What do I mean by this? When I was going through a season where I was getting separated from a friend group that I thought would be my friends forever, and they were kind of hating on me. They obviously didn't want to be my friend anymore. And they were sending me not the nicest comments and conversations, and it really hurt. Instead of letting that destroy me, I said, I'm going to use that energy, and I'm going to get on TikTok. I'm going to start writing music. When I was going through a breakup, I started writing more music. When someone is sending you negativity, use it to motivate you by transmuting it from negative, low vibrational energy into high vibrational energy. So what you do is you realize, okay, I'm going to send them white light. And now that they have sent me their negative energy, I'm going to use that as armor and I'm going to turn it into wings to fly. I'm going to use that energy to do a workout. I always think of that show Revenge Body by Khloe Kardashian because it's so true. When someone does you wrong or whatever has occurred in your life and you feel pissed off, you can use that anger and turn it into the best workout of your life. You can use that sadness and turn it into the best song you've ever written. Think of Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, we mentioned her before. They take their pain and they transmute it into creativity, into music, and they create beauty where once there was only darkness. All things begin in darkness. A seed germinates in the dark. A baby grows within a dark womb. Every morning comes from the night before. Everything always, forever and always begins in darkness first. After every dark period, there is a light one, and so forth. Use this darkness. Befriend it. Don't run away from your darkness. Don't run away from the feelings. Use it to motivate you by transmuting it into power. What is it you've been pushing off? Use this energy that they're sending you, even if it's hate. Again, it does not matter because energy is energy. And use it to motivate you. Put in extra hours at your job. Do that workout. Write a song. Get on TikTok. Create something new. Because instead of wasting your energy talking about them, thinking about them, pedestaling them, use your energy and put it towards something that's going to elevate you. There's a quote that says, "No one above you can pull you down. Only the people below you are going to try to pull you down because that's where they are." Misery loves company. Why? Because misery is at the bottom all alone. So misery will try to pull you down with it. We're not going down. We are not going down. We are on our own ship. The positive bitch ship, that is what we're on. And we will not be tanked. We are going to float our way to our happiest timeline, our most magnetic timeline, because that is what we truly deserve. That is what we owe to ourselves. And I think if someone's not wasting tears on me, I'm not wasting tears on them. If someone's going to try to be mean to me, take me down, I'm not going to betray myself and get on your team. Fuck no. I have to be my best friend now more than ever. I have to advocate for myself now more than ever. If you want to look at me and perceive me from a negative point of view, sis, go the fuck off. I perceive me from God's point of view. I like it much better up there. And that's where I'm going to stay. At the end of the day, the number one regret of the dying is that they weren't authentic to who they were. They were not authentically living as they wished to live. Instead, they let the opinions of others sway them on a path that they didn't want to go down. They let how people perceive them affect them. When you're on your deathbed, sometimes we have to think about death because death can be a motivator in itself. Let this version of you rest in fucking peace. And think about when you're on your deathbed. Are you going to care what Mary had to say? What Betsy and Sarah were talking about in the locker room? You're not going to give a fuck. You're not going to care. And I think we forget that life is temporary, but so are the seasons. The seasons are even more temporary. When you think about high school, I remember this guy came to talk to us because his son committed suicide from bullying. And this man would go around to schools and give anti-bullying talks. And I remember one time he was saying how the one thing someone asked him, actually, a kid from my school asked him, is there something you wish you could have told your son? And oh God, it's giving me goosebumps and making me emotional. But the thing he wished he could have told his son is that this part of your life is so temporary. It is so short. Whatever season you're in, it's temporary. You're going to go off and you're going to graduate from high school and you're going to meet a ton of new people at college. The people you're going to love the most and befriend, you might not have met them yet, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. It means they aren't in your reality just yet. That was so moving to me. I'll never forget that. And I always remember that because it's so true. This lifetime is so temporary, let alone the little season where, okay, fuck, we're kind of getting bullied right now, but we're not going to give our power away to them. Okay, these girls are really catty, but we're not going to give our power away to them. Okay, my relationship is not going right, but I'm not going to give my power away to it. I'm going to take myself and I'm going to put myself on a different path. Don't let a temporary bad situation trick you into thinking you have a terrible life, because it's not true. It's not true. What you're experiencing is happening now, but it's not going to be forever. What's happening now, it's a moment in time, but you've moved past difficult situations and you're going to move past this difficult situation too. Don't doubt your own power. In fact, is that not what every episode is about? Remembering how much power you actually have? If you need to make a list of every difficult situation you've ever gotten through, make that list and read it every day to remind yourself how powerful you truly are. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If this podcast resonated, please leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. It really helps this podcast grow. I love reading them, and it helps us reach more positive bitches. If you know someone in your life that could use this message, share it with them. Spread the love, spread the joy. And if not for me, do it for you, because hello, good karma. As always, the sparkle in me honors the sparkle in you. I love you absolutely so much. Thank you for being here with me in this moment and in this time, wherever you may be, whatever time it may be. And I will absolutely see you in the next one. Mwah.